Here we are again, BK Game Devs. What stream is this? Stream 6?
6.
I
It's
think.
number
Stream
6.
6.
Stream
Yep.
6. All right, stream 6 of our making a game. Quan, Chris, and Alex here.
Yep. That's me. That's him. That's also him.
And so last week we were able to do a few things, right? We were able to add a kill zone. We were able to fix the tile map where our character was getting stuck on corners. We also, I forget right now. Chris, what else did we do?
Item pickup. We added an item pickup.
Item pickup.
Courage is what we called it,
right.
which increases your sanity. Let me see. Okay, and by the way, your stuff is showing up. No problem on the.
Cool. Awesome.
Sweet.
All right. So what we were trying to do first was get some new assets because we want to redesign this level. So we're currently on itch.io, which is a site where you can find tons of different things, but one of them is game assets, and you can find free game assets that you can use in anything you want. They have things based on medieval, things based on cyberpunk, things based on just forest. So here we are.
Yeah. So what we want to do today is actually find a tile set that we can use. Find a tile set that we can use, and then build out a level using the tile map editor.
Yep, exactly that.
And we're gonna add some things in like checkpoints and respawning at those checkpoints when you die.
Yep, sounds good. Good.
Yeah, we're also gonna try to add some background music that I personally put together for the level. It sounds kind of creepy. Hopefully, we could do that towards the end if we get something going here.
Sure. Yep.
And also possibly revamp the event system a little bit based on what. There's some Unity has a lot of blogs in regards to different things in regards, like I said, in regards twice in Unity, and one of them is architecture using scriptable objects. Right now we have just the value sharing, but there's also like an event system type of deal there. So we'll go over that too.
Yep, sounds good. So starting off with these with the tile sets, let's pick ones that we think look nice and move from there. So we want our level to be dark but have some light. So this is kind of interesting. I know it's very colored, so I don't know if we necessarily want it, but it's a kind of a platform that works against the black background. Again, not saying our background will be completely black, but it would give us the ability to have the light play a lot more of a role, but maybe not because it's too lit, right? It's too lit, but it's like too illuminated.
I'm not sure. Is it pixel?
So I can't tell. So some of these, I can't tell if they're pixel or if they're not. A lot of them are. It seems like a lot of these tile sets, except for the one that Chris found by this person Mout, however you say their name. These are not pixel. These are vector tile sets. So we could use these if we want. There's a 2D dark cave asset. Very brown.
That's very Hollow Knight. Wow.
Yeah, it's very Hollow Knight. I'm sure that was their goal though, and I can't tell if that's just a picture or if it's like high res, but it's pixel. I
maybe in the description it'll tell you.
Yeah, let's see. Zip file contains fully animated PNG sequences. Sorry, what?
No, I'm just the minimum resolution for these are 1024 pixels. A few are even bigger.
Let me download this. Oh man, I feel bad. Just take me to the downloads. I'm sorry.
Mout, MAAOT, guys. Check
them
out.
Yes, MAAOT. I just want to see.
Yeah, we're not trying to make money off this game, so.
Yeah, so no beef.
No beef. Do you want to also show like our little collaborative art session from the other day? Like what
Sure,
we were
yeah.
thinking of how we want the level to look?
Sure. So before, all right, so it's gonna get really like 3D. So actually, anyway, I'm do it fast before everyone is all freaked out because there's like 3 different of the same screen. Okay, is this doing the like mirror affecting or is it okay?
The what?
It's all good.
Okay, I thought it might be doing that thing, you know, when you're on like Skype and you watch someone who's presenting. Anyway,
Right.
so between last week and this week, we talked and came up with an idea that the player, instead of just starting out the game with their flashlight or the spotlight or whatever you want to call it, the player will start in a completely dark space, but they'll see the light illumination of what will be their spotlight, flashlight, their source of light, and the player will wake up and then have to move towards this and pick it up, and that'll be effectively their first checkpoint. And after that, we will then, let me zoom into this or open the original. After that, the player will then be able to move through the level, hit different checkpoints, and learn like different things about the game. So, for example, this little S here is where the player might start. They might walk up this little bit of terrain and get their spotlight. Jump down into a different section, do some puzzle and platforming, do some puzzles and platforming, and arrive at their second one, and move across this bridge-like structure. Enter again another third like area of the game, which will be more vertical. They'll do some more platforming and puzzles upward and reach the light at the end, which will be the signal that they've made it out of this nightmare. This is a small scale version of it. We expect each of these sections to be a very like chunky piece of the level, but we haven't got to designing it completely yet. That's what we plan to do on this stream.
Some inspiration for this, because it's comes from a manhwa, which MANHWA. It's like a Korean version of a manga.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's called Distant Sky. I was able to find out what it was. Where pretty much all of certain areas, whole towns, went underground via sinkholes. So people were trapped in this sort of just complete darkness. And you saw these buildings just on top of each other. So that's kind of where I got some ideas from.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if we'll be able to find like the tiles for the buildings, but we're going along with that vibe.
Yeah,
you're trapped and it's dark.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And so this is what I was talking to Chris and Alex before about a little like caveat of the tile sets, in that they work on 2D games and there's nothing wrong with them. But as you see here, so the person Mao called it a tile set, but if you look, it's less than a tile set, more so just different variations of things that you can put together to create a level. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's not as much a tile set as much as it is just different, a lot of different objects that will come together to make a level. So again, depends on what we want to use. If we choose to go that route, I'm sure there's stuff that we can find here on.
Sorry to interrupt. Based on what I've seen before, I've done some research. When you put like sprites literally next to each other, I'm pretty sure you can create like a composite collider on top of that, just like how we did for the tiles.
Yep, you definitely can. Yeah, 100%.
So I don't think it would be that big of a deal if we use things like these, or like you said, like a hybrid approach.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think that it won't hurt us if we use tiles for stuff like this. If we get a few ground tiles, and that'll be the basic kind of platform. But I think it can also be beneficial to us if we use more stylized pre-made platforms. The thing about tile sets is that, again, unless they're really detailed, getting a unique kind of platform is kind of tough. But like what this person did, so this is not particularly hard. You could tile set this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just squares for the most part. But when you want like a rock that looks like, where is it? I just saw it. Oh, a rock that looks like this, right? You might not be able to tile this. You have to just make that object. So yeah, so what do we want to do, yo?
Maybe we can look at some other options and see if there's
Cool.
like a tile set, make things
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah, I totally feel that.
I found one on that page called Green Dungeon.
The one thing I will say though is Green Dungeon. Oh, I put Sungeon.
Green Dungeon. Bum, 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 bum.
I don't see it here.
Just type dungeon. Just search for dungeon. Maybe it's called something else.
Sure. Here in a tag or where?
Like Control F.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Just Control F dungeon.
Yeah, we've got a few hits. Let me know which one.
Magic Dungeon.
Not that one. It's like it looks green.
Okay, it's green. Oh,
yeah, that one. That one, yeah.
Oh, this looks like Shovel Knight.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it looks like Shovel Knight. Cool. But yeah, so these are very green. So maybe we can tint them, and we'll find a way to make it like gray. Or do we want to use green? But I think that we should be able to tint them, so we can try this though.
And there's also like those flames. Like if we want to, because I don't know if we came up with an idea for what the checkpoint would look like, but that's not a bad idea.
Like those,
not a bad idea.
What are they? They're like torches.
Yeah, they're like torches. I found this other flame sprite like a little while ago that could be cool. Like we wanted that blue color, right? Again, but they're all pixels, so that's the thing that we have to choose. A lot of the tile sets seem to be in pixel. So if we want it to be vector, we may have to, kind of drop the tile set idea, or we'd have to like make our own assets, which would take a bit longer. So,
or we can go
I don't
pixel
know what
in general.
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with both. I have no preference. I know that Alex, you have the preference for vector, so I'm fine with trying to find more vector assets. It's just yeah.
Well, for this game, I don't think we have a preference.
Yeah.
Okay, so then do we want to go with pixels then, and we can try this out and see if we can tint it?
Yeah, we can. I'm down for it.
Sure.
Okay, let's try it out. I'm so sorry.
What's his name?
I feel bad.
Bat Nose. Everybody, check him out.
Bat Nose. I feel bad every time. Okay. Yo, I was like, did it download a VLC file, bro?
What is the
wait?
VLC
No,
file?
wait, stop. No, what? No. Oh wait, is RAR a
You just need to unzip it.
I know, but I'm saying is RAR a thingy only file? No, right? It's not a
You're Mac only. You're saying?
Yeah. Sorry, a Mac only. Okay, there we go. No, it should be fine. There we go. Okay, I'm like,
yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, cool. Tile set. Okay, that's just that. All right, so
it's the PNG.
Back in Unity. Open this here. Bright art. Brights. I'll drag this baby in. Okay. All right. Oh, is it transparent or no? I cannot tell.
Well, you'd have to set it as the texture type to be like sprite.
Yeah.
And then
multiple.
Yeah, and then let me see. Alpha is transparent. I guess you'll know in the sprite editor.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, I'll know in the sprite editor for sure. No compression. That looks good to me. Don't need that open. Anyway,
I hope it's transparent.
Yeah, that's transparent.
Yep, there you go.
I can't tell if it makes it transparent or if it was transparent.
I think when you turn it to sprite, like specifically like just texture type sprite, it makes it transparent.
That would be clutch. Okay, so now
that skull is creepy, and that looks like it's an animation.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely like it glows and like opens up and then it closes back, I assume. And these are bats that are sleeping and then they wake up and they kind of like move around.
I think the bats would be great.
Yeah, I totally feel that. So the tough thing about this tile map is that we could automatically slice it, but if you see, it gets everything right. But I assume that these are not meant to be one tile, right? I bet they're supposed to be like cut up. If I were to guess,
is it making the first skull like is it grouping the first skull like as one thing?
it is. Yeah. Yep. It's not perfect slicing it. Okay, so maybe that's not the way to do it then.
Can we adjust the slices?
We can, yeah. You deal with like the pivots and stuff, but maybe it's better to do it by. No, we couldn't do it by cell size. Which would be the best one? Maybe we should. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not cutting it right, so we may have to do it like manually. Is there a manual thing?
Yeah, there is.
Custom outline, is that what it's called?
No, I don't know what custom outline is.
I think so.
Okay, so let's see.
Well, why don't you just do automatic and then just adjust? So like if you do automatic slice, couldn't you just go in there and actually like adjust things? Yeah, so you could actually adjust that, for example, which you don't actually have to, right? Right.
So let me do custom physics shape, custom outline. I remember for the tile map we did custom physics shape, so maybe that's better. Generate. Okay. But we don't want this whole thing to be a tile, so maybe not. So now outline. Revert my change. Lol, I'm stumped, y'all.
What about by cell size?
So that's what I want to do, but the reason I don't think it will work is because everything is not the same size. In the tile map that I made for the stones, everything is 100 by 100. So you could do it by 100 by 100. If we do it here, we could do it by, let's say, again, this is 608 by 268. So we have to divide 608 by some amount and come up with some number. So I don't know what that number would be, but just for things sake, let's just slice it at 64 by 64. So that's too big, right? Let's do 20 by 20. That's like almost about right. You know what I mean?
That is almost right.
And then we can offset the Y a bit. I mean the X. How do you do it? Okay, maybe I should just leave that alone because I don't know what I'm doing. Is it padding? There's something that you can adjust to make it so that. What did I do? No, stop. Slice, grid size. I'm not completely sure. Pivot center top left. What does that do? Nothing. Center. And what does cell count do? Do any of you remember? Oh. Oh, is it like you could say like I want 20 columns or something?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you want 20 rows. No, that doesn't work.
I've never gone this in depth in slicing. I've always used the automatic slice.
Yeah, me too, but it doesn't work. The reason why tile sets are weird is because if the person who makes them doesn't leave a layer, like a line of transparency, or if it's not perfectly measured, like, okay, every piece of the tile is 100 by 100, then you run into this issue.
So let's try and do automatic again, and then modify the one specifically we want to use.
Right.
Okay,
That's
sure.
what I've done before. I've actually done automatic, and then like I would just like use the corners or something to bring in the thing.
Got it. Yeah, I feel that.
Like I imagine that those need to be divided into 6 pieces. Like this one needs to be divided into 6 pieces.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like.
I can't tell if I think it's 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6, but 6 probably makes more sense.
Can you like Control Z it and bring it back to where it was before?
Yeah, I can.
Not like from automatic, right? So here we have automatic. Oh no, yeah, automatic. So for that one, we have a width of 48.
To 8, but I think that's too small. Yeah.
What about
That's
18?
too small.
16.
Because isn't 64?
What was the original numbers there?
Hold on, it's a tile, which means it's definitely going to be even by even, right? So it's probably a 16 by 16. That makes sense, right?
That does make sense.
Yeah, this is width of 16, height of 64. Whereas, yeah, okay, so then this is good. What we want to do is then cut it into 16 by 16 squares. So now, how do we do that? That's the question that I don't know. Like, how do we move this one up? You know what I mean?
Oh no, we had to create another one.
How do you create another one?
I don't know. You maybe right click. Was right click?
Nope, you can't right click here.
Hold on, let me Google this.
Yeah, word. If there has to be a better way. So 16 by 16. Yeah, that makes sense.
Slice. Sprite editor. Unity.
And the way you move this, I guess, is you just move the X position. Sorry, the Y position. I can move it up, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that like perfectly gets that little bit, right?
Yeah.
And so now I don't know. Do I can hit apply? Sure. So I can revert. So what does that do? So now this is not. Can I make a? Oh, okay. Can I just do that? I'll just like drag, but then I'll just resize it. I'll make it 16 by 16, and then I have to offset it. Where is this one? 352. So what's 352 plus 16?
You were able to do it?
Kind of. I'm just doing it like manually with my mind.
With your mind.
So 352. If it's 16 across, that means it's 368. Does that make sense? I know I'm talking in weird numbers.
No, you're right.
But 368 should be where this next one should be. Look, oh my, nope, my bad. Go back. Oh no. Okay, you're good. Yeah, so this one should be at 3. Oh, I did it. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And so then we can do the same thing with. Can I copy and paste? I want can I like copy and paste a thing? No. Okay.
Wait, if we know that all of these are 16 by 16, can't we do that in the automatic? Like,
you mean in the grid by cell size, right?
Yeah.
So you would think so, right? But it just depends on where the offsets are. So let's see what happens. So these work perfectly, right?
Those work.
But
okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Actually, that's not that bad, is it? Right? Like,
because if we're using a tile map editor, it doesn't matter.
So it worked.
Wait, no. It worked.
Wow.
Chris, you are clutch AF, dude.
Bro, I just did a dab in my room. Like,
Yo, hit a dab for
We
me,
may
dog.
want to like adjust for some things, but I guess for now it's fine.
Yeah, and
Like
the
that
other
skull.
thing is that, yeah, exactly, right? And so I think that I could just like, I think, but anyway, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
What I
that's
want to
fine.
do though is check these angular ones because you remember we had that issue.
yeah.
So let me check the custom physics shape. Yes, apply, generate. Yeah, see.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a good thing we looked because it makes these really weird shapes that no one wants or needs. Whereas what you want is that. You want just triangles, man. Come on. Triangles.
It's all about the triangles.
Triangles, yo. It's all
Don't
about
be a
the
square.
triangles, yo. Don't be wow. Okay, all right. We're doing that. All right, so I'm gonna do this as fast as I can so we can get to the actual like meat of this instead of wasting a half hour just playing with sprites.
It's okay. This is part of the game development process.
Yo, you know what? You're right. You're
I know
honestly
this.
right. Okay, let's do this one. Custom physics shape, generate. Get out of here. We do want this though. So this is a weird one. We do want like that, right?
Yeah.
That's a weird shape. But we'll see how it works. If anything, we can change it if we need to.
Sure.
This one, generate, don't need you. You are too high. Don't need you. And now we have a little triangle. Good. Generate. Bada bing. Bada boom. Fly. For everyone who thought that game design and making sprites was quick and easy, wrong. It takes all these small pieces of work to make a true masterpiece. Okay, cool.
Are you doing
okay? And so that should take effect from what if I'm right. So I think I should be able to close this now, and we should see a ton of different sprites. Okay, all 16 by 16. Okay, got it. Now we have our grid. Okay, we'll call it, also, before I do this, hold on. Can you change the color right on the sprite? I don't remember.
No, I think you'd have to do it in the
sprite renderer?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Got it. Okay, got it. But we could do it like on each individual one? No? Oh,
no,
okay.
no, like you'd probably be doing it on the whole. I mean, let's look at ground tiles. Let's see what ground tiles looks like at the moment.
Yeah, right.
I mean, not that, like
So,
in the scene.
Oh, sorry. In the scene, yeah, sure.
So if we go to ground tiles in the scene,
ground tiles. Okay, got it. And so I could like.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, exactly.
So first, let me make a new object. Create empty. We'll call it. Should it also be? Should I call it ground tiles 2 or dungeon tiles, or I don't know, cave tiles? I don't know what you want to call it.
Dungeon tiles. Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
couldn't you just add these tiles to the ground tiles set of tiles that you could do, or is it better to separate them like this?
You know, I think I probably could. The reason I won't is because you.
I think you can add it in, and you just need to add another palette.
Okay, hold on. You know, you make a very good point. Yeah, you're right. Hold
You
on.
make a new. Yeah, you see how this stone ground? Yeah, exactly.
There.
Boom,
What's
boom.
up, Luna?
Dungeon tiles. Okay. Hello, Luna. Okay, and we can pull in. Where is it? Oh no, no, we can't yet. We can't yet because we have to make it a actual tile map first. Like we need to do.
We skipped steps.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
we skipped a few steps. Let me dock that over here first. We need to grid 2D object tile map.
Oh, I see.
Rectangular.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Right, and then what do we do next? I always forget this.
What's up, Spectra Alpha?
Yo, that's my boy.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yes,
Okay.
Spectre Alpha.
Spectra Alpha.
Yo, thanks for showing up, dog. Yeah, so we need to create this tile map, and I keep forgetting what do we do next? We create this thing, and then what? We have to import the sprite, but I forget how and where.
Do we wait?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we supposed to use a different tile palette for this? Because I think it's on.
We are,
Stoneground.
yeah. Yeah, we are gonna make a new tile palette, but I remember we have to like drag in the sprites first somewhere. I can't remember where.
There's a Brachy's tutorial.
Hey, all right, I guess. Hey, I feel that, dude.
Even though we did this on the last, we did this a few streams ago, but
yeah, we are
memory goes
plebs.
away from us.
What's up, the bomb?
Okay, I will do this and mute it. For again, the game process is like this, y'all. We'd be like, yo, how do I do this? YouTube,
Google,
and Google, the true homies.
It's just programming in general.
Honestly, though,
you don't know everything off the top of your head unless you're a computer.
Yep. Okay, so makes a new grid. Got it. Yep. Okay, he creates a new tile map. Yep. Then what is he doing? He's talking. He renames it. Tile map renderer. He opens the tile palette. Okay, and then he creates a new palette. Okay, so I guess he creates a new palette, opens it, and then where do you drag in the sprites, or do you just name it?
I think you drag it into the palette itself. You see that? You drag the sprites into there. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I think that Alex was right. I can make a new palette, right? The dungeon tiles. I can create that. I can just map it to our art folder, tile maps, choose. It'll create a new thing, drag sprite, and we drag the whole thing here, which should then, we'll put it in the same place.
Yep.
And then we should be able to change its color as we choose once it's in the actual scene. Okay. All right. So that seems to have worked. And so the main ones we're looking for, these are like ground ones, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Looking good. Oh. Huh.
What happened?
The size.
They're very small, you see.
Oh. Why did that happen?
I have no idea.
Maybe it's because
What are the size of the ground tiles?
We divided them up.
Oh, you know what? The size of the tiles are 16 by 16, and I think that maybe our grid is 100 by 100. If you get what I mean, like, so these like sprites are 100 by 100 each, right?
Oh.
And these sprites are 16 by 16 each.
Oh. Welp.
Welp, right?
So what do we do?
Things I don't know the answer to.
Maybe we should stick with the 16 by 16 ones.
If we do, then I don't know if the grid, like, like the grid seems to be like this certain size. Can we resize the grid? Let's find out. Okay, cell size. So I guess 0.16 is what you would want, right? By 0.16. Like that would effectively be 16. But yeah, that's 16 by 16, right?
Oh boy.
Now we have a Titan as our main character.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Attack on Titan for sure. So I don't know if that is the right way to go about this, or if we should have figured out a way to upscale. What do you think we should do? We can delete, or for now, and if it's not delete, we can just hide this for right now, right?
Sure.
And because we could, start building a level out with our little small tiles. I'm trying to think if there's a way to scale them up. Because
couldn't you scale dungeon tiles up?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So this object, dungeon tiles, is not like a thing that you can scale. I think we would have to change the actual sprite itself.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. If I had to guess, at least. Like, let me do a quick thing real quick. A quick thing real quick. Thanks for the English, Juan. I'm gonna test it out with this one. I'm trying to see, can I resize it? No. Is it like, I'm trying to find a way if there's a way to like stretch it or something. Okay, let me revert. Because if I can stretch it or something, right, then I could scale it up, but I don't know if I can. Width, height. So, and this is the collider, right? Yeah, not the actual like object. Huh. All right, so we run into an issue, haven't we?
Wait, why can't you just change the pixels per unit to 16?
Where? Sorry.
In sprite mode.
Oh,
outside of a sprite editor. Sorry.
In the inspector, right there
16.
under sprite mode.
And then apply at the bottom.
Okay, and so what does that do?
I don't know.
Okay, so it did something. My guy.
Did it work?
My guy is a god. A god.
One, because originally we had the
god.
size. Oh, hold on.
He did it, boys. He did it. Okay, cool. Just for reference, yeah. So while Alex is going, Chris, so as you can see,
okay, so that works, right?
This guy's a genius, right? And so by doing that, he just fixed it up for us.
Okay, great.
So we can get rid of ground tiles, right? Dungeon tiles now, just because we want to change the color if need be. Also, hold on, before we forget.
Yeah, I was about to mention, just test that like the collider is working. If
we didn't even add one yet, so let's do that. Yeah. Used by composite. And last time, if people forgot, when we build this tile map, we want to use a thing called a composite collider. So what it does is, if you look here, I know it's very hard to see, but there are individual lines between each square, and that causes an issue with the collision because the character can get stuck on like the corners. If you make it a composite collider, it'll take the entire set of the tiles and just draw around the outline and say, hey, look, don't put collision on each individual tile, put collision on this collection of tiles. And we ran into a big issue before with that, but hey, we shouldn't now. So just to test, I did not mean to put that there. Hold on, let me go back to my tile map thing. Okay, is my computer being slow? I feel like it is.
You might want to also make sure that the layer mask is ground for dungeon tiles.
Also true. Yeah. Ground. Okay, so now, just to test it out, if I hit play, we should be able to at least fall on these things and not fall to our doom. Okay, we forgot to do one last thing.
Oh, we have to make it static?
Make it static. Make the physics static, or else we'll all fall into the abyss. Try that again.
Oh, I just noticed. Okay, no, okay. I just want to make sure. Cool.
Okay, cool. And so now what we can do is we don't want this green, so we should be able to go up here and like tintify it. So if we change this color, so if we want it to be like a gray, oh, but the green undertone is always going to be there, right?
Not necessarily. Well, yeah.
Kind of.
But if you
Like
darken it in the middle, yeah, if you darken it like towards the dark side, on the bottom.
It's like here, right? Yeah, so it's still kind of green, but it depends on what color you change. It's more so if you put it on this side, right? And then pull around, then you can change the color very harshly, as you can see.
Yeah.
I guess we can just like make these temporary tiles. Like
we could, yeah. Or
I mean, that doesn't look bad.
Yeah, or we can keep them like this darkish color where it's like, it's way more like less gray or like less green and more like this kind of like greenish gray blackish.
Yeah, that looks okay to me.
We're currently adding in sprites as these sort of tiles that we can paint the level in. So it gives us a set of like what do you call it? Pretty much like images, and to use like as a paintbrush, and that allows us to create like levels pretty quickly.
Yeah, a good way to think of it is imagine the tile set as like Lego blocks, right? So we're making like different kinds of Lego blocks. You have, your 4x4, your 2x2, and they each have different like colors and patterns. And if you want to build a Lego world, you just put them together in a formation. That's effectively what we're doing here. We're in our little tile map editor, which is our set of like Lego blocks. And so we can say, okay, I want to have, a slant, a little like slant thing, right? And I can put them together. Sorry, I can put them together like Lego blocks, connect them, and then take a little any other tile to fill this in, and we're good. Now, effectively, when I start this game, I should be able to walk up this little incline.
Yeah, hopefully we don't have a problem.
Yeah,
okay. That's cool, right?
Yeah, better than it was before.
Yeah, I'm still sliding ever so slightly, but things to fix.
That's gravity, baby.
That's gravity. Oh wow, my boy here is right on the edge. I see you. Okay. Anyway, okay. So now we can play with some level design. That's fun. So
all right. So let's start with our original design in mind and see where we want to go from.
Yep. So let me just erase all this for right now. That was just to test out the collision. Okay. So back here in Discord, this crudely drawn
boss fight. This game don't really have like a boss fight type of level. It's I would call it more of a puzzle platformer.
Yeah.
So the idea is to overcome your fears. You're stuck in a nightmare, and this first level we're designing is a fear of the dark. So the little light that you see around the character, it starts to fade away as your sanity goes down. So you need to be able to get through the level without, your sanity going down, and that's tough in itself.
Got it. So, yeah, they might not be able to see the light as much because I'm in the scene view, but we will show you very, very soon. So let's take a few of these, right? And so we want to start with like an incline first, right? That was our kind of goal, that the player starts off like on this incline and they walk up to find their first light.
Yeah.
My question is, did we want to start off with like the player has 0 light at all, and then that pickup gives them the spotlight?
Yeah, I think that was the thought.
Okay, and I wouldn't call it a checkpoint. I would just literally call it the light for the level.
Okay, got it. I feel that.
That's how I viewed what we were talking about. Is that what you guys were talking about?
It should be we could play around with the lighting, but it should be bright enough that like it illuminates like you could see something of what's going on with the player
Okay.
Yep.
on its left.
So,
Yeah.
and we can control the incline, I think, because this person, nice enough, has two different like levels of incline. So you can take these two tiles, and now how do you keep now how do you tile it right? I guess you put one here, right? And then another one would go here and here. I know you might not understand what I'm doing. Sorry, let me zoom in. I know they're all black. I lied. I was wrong. They're all black, but that's because the light is taking effect in our game. I'll show you right now. If I put this under the player, you see it has a little bit of light. As I move it away, it'll get darker and darker until it's black. That's because when we actually start the game, the light will then take effect. So I'm going to move the player in a moment. I'm just trying to get an idea of how to build this at the moment. And any ideas, y'all? Like, does this make sense? That makes sense. Mhm. Yeah, got it. Like a void, right? Got that. Got that.
Like to the left, you said?
Yeah. So what he's saying is, let me move the player.
Flat.
Okay, sure. Mhm. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. I get what you mean. Okay, so let me do this, and let me just fill in these little squares here. Sorry. GG. Right.
Well, wait, do we want it to be a leveled out platform where they start on? And you said
Yeah, and
platform to the
so
left.
like
Okay,
that,
I
right?
get it.
Yeah, got it. Got it. Yeah, yeah. I understand. The one thing I don't know how to do in Telmap is can you like rotate things?
Check out the tools in the palette.
Yeah, right. I see one for move selection with active brush. Let's see. So if I put that there, if I click this, do I just move it? Select. No? Okay. Yeah, so I have one selected right now, yeah. Oh, got it, got it. As in like just like the normal nope. It's because it's tile map, it doesn't work the same as the player and such.
Hmm.
Let me see. Nope, I can't do like WE the quick shortcuts for like moving and grabbing, because then we could make like a hard slant, but it's fine. It's fine. It's not that serious, right? So for right now, okay. So our player starts here. So and there's some slant. There'll be some abyss here, right? Okay, and so then we want them to walk sideways completely on flat grounding and get their light, or do we want them to move like up a slant again and find the light at the top of this little like incline?
I was
What do
thinking
you?
they go up an incline.
I felt the same. Okay, so
Like you start off, it's like dark, and then the only thing you see is the light to the right.
got it. Okay.
That was our original thing, right? Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and so then we can have them walk a little bit, to the right, and then Do you want it to be a slow incline like this, or have it be a harder incline like this, like a hard, like, rise? We also have the choice to do like a staggered thing, where we can like have an incline, or it'll be like steps, like an incline, right? And then maybe like 2 squares of this, and then an incline again, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, cool. So Mhm. Okay, sure. I feel that. So I know it's very hard to see. So maybe what I'll do for right now is, just so that it's easier to see for us, I'll add a light, a 2D light, a global light, right? And I will make okay, and the intensity is high. I'll get rid of this when we start the game. Hmm? 100 will make it white. Yeah. It'll like hurt the people's eyes. I get it. Uh Pure white. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 for now, just enough so that I can see. So okay. I think so. Let me see. Light 2D. I think that we can make it a directional light by changing the parameters and such. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a thing. Yep, yep. That like it is, until they get it. It's not a spotlight. It's like a directional light, and they'll like it'll be a spotlight.
Where do you guys
I
want to
understand.
put the light that the player picks up?
Here we go. No, the light. I think it should be at the top. So wherever. So right now, right, the point light is here, right? Uh, I'm gonna duplicate it
Yeah, that's a good
because
idea.
right, and so what we can do is, there's one that's attached to the player, I think. Yeah, right. For this one, we'll get rid of the this camera controller script, right? Or yeah, we'll get rid of it. And so what we can do is, we'll have 2 instances of the light, right? One which is just like like normal, and then once the player picks it up, we'll just activate their spotlight controller, right? I think that makes
Yeah,
sense.
good idea.
So let me move this one again. It's not attached to a sprite, so can we even give it a sprite or something? Can I just add a sprite renderer component? Again, I'm not trying to add anything in specific, just so that we can see it as an object in the game. Sprite renderer, and then we should. I should. Yeah, I copied the point light. That's all I did. I'm gonna just steal. I know it's not a torch, but I'm gonna steal this for right now because it just makes the most sense for us.
Yeah.
Let me sprite renderer. Okay. All right. Let me turn off the gizmos real quick. Okay. Yeah. So in this case now, it could be like a little torch on the floor. And so I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's just try and see if this works in terms of like movement and, oh wow, let me turn down. Hold on, sorry. Turn off the global light. That was just for that moment.
Well, the player still has like a light there.
Yeah, I know. So it's just for a testing. What's this other light? Oh, that's the
Oh, that's the courage item.
The courage. Yeah. So let me.
We don't want that to show up till later, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna put it off screen for right now.
Yeah. Do we have a prefab for that?
No.
Okay, we should probably make a prefab, right?
Yoink.
Because it does what it has to do.
Wait, doesn't that make it? Oh yeah, it did make it a prefab. Okay, cool. So for right now on the player, what I'll do is I'll turn off their. Oh, I can't turn off their light. So then I'll just take the player's light, and I'll just turn it off right now.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be very dark, maybe too dark, but we may have to take this light and
Move it.
increase the outer radius.
Okay, we could do that.
Right, like just enough. I know it looks really intense, but like just enough that the player can see it, and the inner radius will make it. Yeah, I think that
you're right.
right, and it'll make it a little intense, a little bit. Now let's see what that looks like. Okay, cool, right? You kind of get an idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then if you walk off, GG.
You don't want to go that way.
Oh, I forgot the respawn worked. I was like, okay, let me stop and restart. It's lit, so we could be like, yo, yeet, bro. I ain't even doing nothing. Nah. Nah, I'm back. Okay. And so we can move up here, and then you'll be like, okay, I found my light, and then you can pick it up. Oh God. All right. Yeah. So
I guess we have to like make some type of trigger enter on that.
yes, exactly that. So we'll make a trigger enter, and when that trigger enter is hit, we'll probably put some text like, "Hey, you found the light." But
so I think we can do like a something called a freeform light, by the way.
Okay. Oh yeah, where you can draw the actual shape of the light, right?
Yeah, and then that way we can like, like so that we can have the effect of the ray hitting him. But then once he gets closer to the actual light, that I guess will disappear.
Got it. I understand. Yeah, and so what we could do is, oh, it's taking effect of the spotlight controller. Oh no.
Dead.
You're freaking dead, bro. You're dead. Oh, what did I do? Oh no. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, do we want to dive into the code and do that then?
Yeah, that should be relatively simple.
Okay, so let me remove the spotlight controller because this shouldn't actually be affected by the thing. Okay, so yeah. Also, my computer is making the fan is hitting that noise. So if this all explodes, I'm very sorry, stream.
So I think let me think.
Also, actually, before we do that, do we want to build out any more of the level? Do we want to like put more obstacles that the player can move more than just this little chunk?
Maybe afterwards.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so do you want to do the coding on my machine or on yours? I'm fine with either one. Let's try
Might as well
mine.
keep it on yours.
Yeah,
because you'll have to push it, then we'll have to pull it down, and then
exactly. Fair enough. Okay, so
you want to rename that point light to like
sorry. Yep.
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
We'll name. All right, so let's rename this one to
player light.
Yeah, player light. And then spotlight.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Or we could be very specific and say like spotlight to find or like first light or something.
Yeah, first light. Let's do that.
Shout outs to people who play Infamous. First Light was one of the DLCs for Second Son. Pretty good.
Oh anyway. Yeah, it was right.
Enough of that. Okay, so we'll need. I guess. Do we want to put a script? Do we want to affect the player script that if they interact with something? I guess we'll make a new layer, right? We can make a new layer, like if the, or should it be a tag? I guess a new tag, right? If the object.tag is first light, then yeah.
Well, we could do it the other way around, like we did with the other ones. Like create a separate script for first light, and then
okay, sure.
Have the collision check the tag, and if it's the player tag, then do certain action.
I'm gonna put call it the first light controller. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. Did it show up? Did this refresh? No. Where did you go?
Your computer's like wheeze. No, I'm just
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
around. It's not. I can't hear any of that. If it is.
No, no, you can't. Where is the script though? Like that's actually like I can edit it, sure, but where did you go though?
Oh,
VS Code, I see.
it's not gonna go straight to scripts if that's what you're saying. It's gonna go
Oh,
just to
I get you.
assets folder when you create it
You'd
that
have
way.
to put it in there. Yeah, you have
Gotcha,
to
gotcha,
manually put
gotcha.
it in there. It's right there. Yeah.
Yep. Scripts. Okay, cool. All right, computer. I see you. I see you trying to act up.
Oh my god.
Yo, it's wild because I have 16 gigs of RAM, but you do too much, and it's like, yo, look, I'm sorry, man. I tried. I can't.
It's not just the RAM, man.
I know
Gotta
it's
have a
not
good
just the RAM.
CPU.
You got it. And I don't. Yo, this computer is 4 years old now, and that shouldn't even be that. No, it's not. Sorry, it's like 6 years old. Wow, I got my math wrong. It's 6 years old, which shouldn't be that long, but it has like a very weak CPU and stuff. So
I
anyway,
feel you on that. That's why I ordered a new computer. It's coming
Yep.
tomorrow.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, so here, what do you mean deleted? Oh, is this because I moved it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Okay.
So
Okay.
take the code from
Item pickup.
controller.
Item controller. Yeah.
Just that on trigger function,
Oh
and
god,
then
that.
we'll just change what's in the if statement.
Sounds good to me. Why are you giving me an issue here? I didn't do anything. Why? Okay, I'm gonna ignore that for now. That's fine. Okay, sure. Yeah. So
It's probably just like a linter thing.
I think so.
Like IntelliJ is telling you this doesn't look right, but
yeah.
it's not actually an error.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we want to do here?
So for people who haven't seen or remember, on trigger enter is you can set different like colliders to be a trigger, meaning like a cutscene trigger, for example. Like you walk into an invisible thing that the player won't see, and it'll cause some event to occur. So on this one, we want it to be when the player walks into the light, there will be an invisible trigger, which will then cause the light to be, attached to the player. So yeah, so what do we want to check? We want to check if the collider is the player. We want to we first want to
technically we want to
this-
destroy this light and activate the script for the other light.
Exactly. We
Right.
want to take the player. We want to find the player's light object or whatever it's called. I don't remember if we have a.
Oh well, I'm pretty
Do we
sure
have a light in
no.
here?
The thing is, the light itself is its own entity. It's its own game object, and it references player because it follows player.
Okay, so then that's fine. So we have to then find a way to find the light. That's
You gotta
That's
give
all
it.
that
You
I'm
gotta give
saying?
it a tag. Yeah, you gotta like.
yeah. So
first
this
light.
light, player light, will be
You can use
a
name.
tag. We could, but I don't know. Do you want to use the name or a tag? It matter to me.
We can do tag.
Okay, sure. The tag will be what now?
Player light.
Oh wait.
Name might be easier. You just do like game object dot find player light. Is that right?
I think so. It's just I'm trying to think about in the future if we change it. If we change
I
the name.
have an idea of how we would refactor this. So I think we could just
Okay.
do whatever makes it like work. Because like that event system stuff I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be like exactly where we would want it.
Okay, so then let's just do it an easy way for right now.
Yeah.
So you said game object that fine. Okay, so then we don't need an if. We just need to say var player light, right?
Yep.
Oh, I use my JavaScript way. Stop this.
No ease.
No. Not capitals, but I know that CS
Oh,
is capital.
no, if we're talking about that, you were right in that case.
Oh, okay.
Like
Well, got 'em.
that part, yeah. Because usually like those variables within a function get camel cased.
Don't we want to do this in the start? Or am I wrong about that?
As in the elite will find the players. I don't know. I think that both work then. Like we can have the
Okay.
Oh, I
light
think
have a
I
reference.
think I remembered something very important
Mhm.
about this. We cannot find inactive objects. So you may want to make it active at the start, find it, have a reference to it, and then like make it inactive there, and then at this point when you get to the undestroy, you can reactivate it because you already have the reference to it.
Okay, got it. So
I understand.
Yep. That's fine with me. So what you're saying is we'll up here we'll create a. Is it private or public? I guess it's
Private.
private.
Yeah, since we're doing a
Private.
find.
Player. Sorry.
I think it's game object.
Player light. Yeah, I know. I'm
Okay.
gonna add the type, but it's a light 2D, so we can just put light 2D. I think no. And then get it on start.
No, well, light 2D
Is
is the
No.
component. So what we would want to do is the actual game object itself. We would want to because activation happens on the game object level.
Oh, okay, got it. I get you. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. And so in start, we'll then say player light, right?
Yeah.
Player light. Damn it. I'm so used to my JavaScript. Player light equals game object dot find. You want to do by name or with tag? Because we added a tag, so it doesn't matter.
I don't think I'm ready. Let's just do find.
Oh, okay.
Find, I believe that's name.
Okay, and so I just put in a string, right?
Yep.
And so we named it player light, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that should be fine. And then the next thing we'll do is player light dot active equals false. So on start of the game, it should just be instantly.
I think it's set active because
I think it's set active.
I think active is.
Yes.
Is
Sorry.
getter.
It's been a while since I've used this thing. Yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. All right, and so now here we will say player light dot set active true, and we will just destroy this game object. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me. Okay. Back to Unity.
And then we just gotta make sure player light is set to true, or it's set to active.
Yeah. Yep. So it'll be active. To start with, first light, we need to add. Oh no, the script is already there.
But what about the spotlight controller on the player?
I don't think that's an issue.
Yeah, I don't think it will.
Because it's still inactive, so it won't like.
It'll
follow the player, yes, but it won't be there.
Okay.
All right, let's test it out and see if we got it. Nope, we did not get it right the first time. So it
Wait,
didn't.
I see an error though.
Oh, okay. Object.
Because we do player space light, not player light. Like we didn't. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. That's why I was going to use a tag, because if we change the name, then whatever. But it's fine because we're going to refactor this anyway. Player light. Okay, that looks right. Oh wait, we didn't set it as a trigger.
I just thought
we were gonna do.
For a second I thought like, oh, it's because there's no sprite or something.
Nope, we forgot to add a is trigger collider.
There you go.
And yep, that should be good.
Can you turn off the gizmos?
Yeah, sorry.
when we're playing. So like, yeah, there you go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. And then I'll turn it off in over here as well. Yep. Now it'll look way better. Also, yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. And we're able to walk up slopes with no like clipping and stuff, which is good. Yo, it's
There we
lit.
go.
Nice.
It's lit.
There we go.
I'd imagine there'd be like more of a cutscene going on.
Yeah, and instead of just magic, and then you yeet yourself to get the courage, and then you know
Die.
it was all for naught as you die. But okay, cool. So that works out. Now back to my scene. Okay, so what do you want to do next?
Well, you want to add the music?
Sure, yeah, that's cool. Let's do it.
So Chris made a background game music for the darkness level, and we
Indeed,
really
yeah.
like it.
It's really creepy.
Chris, is
and,
it this one? Sorry.
Which one?
Wake Up Darkness 2_1.
Yeah. So it's creepy. I don't have much experience making music like professionally. So I'm glad that it is liked. So we'll see how it turns out.
Word. All right, computer.
I don't. By the way,
You're
just
making
just
that
to
fan
just
noise
to let you
again.
know,
You need to calm down.
we can add it in. I mean, Quan, you're gonna have to let us know if it's working because when you Discord stream, sound from your computer doesn't go through.
Gotcha. Okay, I will let you know. All right, so I know we need to make a new audio source, and then I can find an audio. I didn't.
Or put your mic close to it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, right. I don't think that'll work because my headphones are plugged in, so I think it won't even capture that.
Nah, I'm just messing. I'm
Let's make a new
gonna
folder and
look it up though. Discord.
yeah, go for it. In you go. Output. Why none? Okay, sorry. Play on awake, yes. Loop, yes. Let it loop. All right. While you're doing that, let me just see if I hear anything. I hear it.
Nice.
Sweet.
And perhaps one day the stream will hear it too.
The stream will hear it, right? I don't know of another way to make everyone hear it.
No, probably like next time I could do it on my end. And then
Yeah,
maybe
got it.
they'll hear
Or
the sound.
I'm trying to think if I unplug my mic, I don't know if it'll do weird like reverb stuff. So I'm not gonna do it. But trust, there's some good music in this level. So I think that's that.
Is it looping? It's looping.
Oh, I didn't let it play for that long. Hold on. I'll just let it play then.
I see loop is checked off, so
It is, yeah.
Play on awake, bypass and mute.
Also, I know it's a little bit off our beaten path. So what were we gonna do next? I was gonna say, I remember Chris, you made a different kind of a health bar, and I remember we could just change that color now because it's a quick fix. But I don't know if we should wait or we have more like pressing stuff, like design the level or whatever. I'm fine with anything.
I feel like it's important to do the level design and the checkpoints.
Okay, let's do that. So let's build out more of a level now, so we can add some checkpoints. Sound good?
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me.
If you don't want that song in your head, you could mute it.
Okay, it's fine. I'll disable that for right now. Okay, so now what else do we want to have around? Like, do we want this to be one complete mass? Do you want it to be jumps in between the different parts of the section? Do we want to have more of an incline so that there's a bigger jump when they go to the next section? Because I know here we had like a kind of like a big jump for the player to jump into some new like piece of territory. So do you want to
Yeah.
try and like match that?
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay, cool. Let me build that out. So you'll get this. Let me actually put a little more ground here. Sorry, let me zoom in so everyone can see. Let them move around. You get to walk a bit and then start hitting the incline. Oh. You know what? Actually, on the brush tool, you can hit shift, I think, and it just deletes. Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it makes it way, way better. And so I'll also put some small little like little levels or platforms, so it's not a complete just like climb. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. I'll take this, drag it here, and I will drag this down. Zoom out again so I can see and match this up. Cool.
We do want like actual platforming though, right?
I think so, and so I was gonna say what we can do then is right after this, like literally the next thing could be, like after this, right? Oh Jesus, it can be like a jump, right? So you jump to maybe some platform over here or something, right? And then you continue on, or we can have it be like a staggered jump. So maybe you jump down like to here.
I'm fine with that.
Here,
Yeah, like a
here.
little platforming
Okay,
challenge.
got it. Sure, I'm fine with that. So let me zoom in so we can better see. And for right now, I'm going to turn on the global light again so I can see better.
Okay.
Okay, so we can then, yeah, so we can put a platform. I guess here is fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that should be fine. Again, I know it looks weird, but I'm just making it look like a. So do we want it to look like that, or have it be just rectangular like platforms? I'm fine with either one. Again, we'll change the sprite in a certain way, but what are y'all feeling?
I'm fine with either.
Okay, cool.
Same.
So I'll put something here, and then actually that's because the character jumps kind of high. It should actually be like
We can always control that.
Okay, sure,
too.
but it should be like right here,
Yeah.
and there should be like one here, I guess. Maybe a bit smaller, so it's a little more of a challenge, but not enough they'll die or anything. Can move down here, and then yeah, and then after that little bit of a platforming, right? I guess we can have another like big mass of like something, and this would be like the bridge area, I guess. So do you guys want it to be like below, as in like maybe the bridge is down here, or would you rather it be like they jump across and it's like right, kind of like level with the last platform?
Wait, so
Let's
what they just went through right now was like the first part?
Yeah, so effectively from the Discord, so we had this little like slanted part, and they jumped down into a next like kind of a section. So far, this is supposed to be that first section,
Oh, I
and then
see.
they'll jump down, and then they'll enter this next like phase of the
Okay.
game. So do we want it to be like level here, or would you want it to be like kind of like lower down, and then they go really back up in the third part?
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we want to give some variety because we don't want it to be too easy.
Actually, this first
Yeah.
part, I thought that we were just gonna like this was like literally still the intro, and like
I'm fine with that. I mean, again, I'm fine with it being a bigger thing.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
yeah, because like
actually.
the way I saw like that, what would be we would build out next is the actual interior of the building. Like the next thing that they would see from here. Let's say that you did have like you did drop down like you're seeing there.
Yeah.
But like then there's more ground, like say right where you are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then like not too far away from that ground, like a little more, like you can just draw like a nice line there, like a horizontal ground.
Sure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
keep going, keep going, keep going.
Okay, hold on. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, well,
Yep.
like
So.
it doesn't have to be exactly even, but like right around there, right around that
Mm-hmm.
last block, that's where the
Yep.
building should start, where they can enter it. Um,
Okay, got it. As in, like, it'll be like a hole
like a
that they
hole,
walk
yeah, a
into.
hole in the building. The building itself may even be jutting out from the ground.
I get it.
Yeah,
I
considering it's
understand. I
slanted or
understand.
something like that. Or maybe they're entering through the bottom since it's been sort of tipped over. The bottom may have like been exposed. I don't know. Things
I
like that.
get that. So maybe what could work is we could use something
Okay, that
kind of weird
or it could be a
looking
whole
like
new
this.
scene, pretty much. I don't know.
It could be, yeah, or maybe we could do something like this, right? Where because these aren't perfect, they're kind of like staggered. Then the building kind of like descends down into this area, if you get what I mean. But it's like jutting out,
Hmm.
and the player has to like jump up onto this like broken kind of building. Does that make sense? Like if it's like this, right? And then now this is like the inside part, right?
Yeah.
And they could keep moving downward like into it. I know it's all crude and
Yeah,
poorly
yeah.
drawn right now, but does that sound good? Or would you want to like try that, or would you want a different thing?
No.
I actually just came up with something slightly unrelated from looking at the tile map that we have available.
Yeah.
The checkpoints, like maybe instead of being like lights, it's
Okay.
those dungeon doors on
Like
the top
these.
left, and we just make it like an animation, so like it's locked, right?
Mm-hmm.
And did you also notice that there's a key?
I did, yeah.
I don't know if you guys would be down with this, but like maybe the player has to find the key to get to the next checkpoint.
Um, I think that's a fun idea. I like the lights more because I feel like it makes it more about you being afraid of the dark and getting to the next light, whereas the key feels more like I'm trying to find the
Well,
key.
I feel like we do have the light part in there though, because the player has a light attached to them, and their light slowly goes away as their sanity goes down. But they just need to find the key and get out of here. See what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I'm saying that I think that to me it serves more of a like darkness level when the light is the focus. So like your light is going out, and so you're desperately trying to find that next light to try and like rekindle your own until you can get out. But again, I'm not against your idea. I think it's a fun idea, but I think that the one that I said it makes the darkness more of the center point because the light is the thing you're really like in need of. Whereas if we take away the lights as checkpoints, which is fine, then as soon as you would get the light, you aren't that afraid of the dark. Like you are, because you still can't see all the platforms. But if your
Well,
light goes out,
yeah, we could still have like the light as a checkpoint, but it's like you go through the dungeon door and there's just like a light above it.
I understand. Okay.
The way I saw the
Yeah.
light, the way I saw like these like sort of light um checkpoint things is it's more central. Like it's not exactly the beginning of the level of the need to go in the particular section.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
Does that
I
make
understand.
sense?
Sure. So then the lights would still be the checkpoints then. So maybe we can mix the two ideas. Have the lights be the
I mean, the door,
focal
both
point,
the
but
door and the light can be sort of
yeah,
checkpoints. Like the
exactly. Like
last, that's last. Say if you die or you end up losing before you even reach the light, then the door itself can be like, okay, we'll go back there. But if you do reach the light, then that should be the next thing. Like, okay, if you lose, you just come back to the light. You come back to the last time you went to the light or whatever.
Sure. The only other thing that I'm skeptical about the doors, or the other like reason is if you can't go in the door, it feels like if a light turns on when I get to the door, I feel like I can go in. But in this case, you wouldn't go in, right? You would just like walk past the door, and that would be your checkpoint. So yeah.
Well, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking
Okay, go
of
ahead.
like old school, like from like Super Mario World, like the. Have you ever played that?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like the castles in Super Mario World where you have to find like the next dungeon door, and that's how you get to the next screen.
I get that. Okay, I understand what you mean.
I just came up with the idea because I was looking at the tile set, and I thought that'd be really cool, especially like, while you're losing your sanity, you have to find a key. Like that really, I think that like could make it a lot harder, especially, when your light is dwindling down.
Yeah, see, so I feel the same thing, but about the light. I'm like, if I get this new spotlight and I think I'm safe, and then I see it start to go down, I'm more like, damn, I need to find like another light because I can't see and like I'm freaking out.
Okay.
But again, I'm not against it. So I guess if we're tied, then like Alex be a tiebreaker or something. I'm fine with either one. It's just maybe we have to make a choice.
I don't think we have to really make that choice right now, though, since we're just building out the actual level.
Okay, fair. Yeah, we can pick what the checkpoints are at a later time. We can continue to build out like the movement of the level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like just the structure itself.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
sure. So
we could also put in the logic for like respawning at a checkpoint.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, before.
So
8
do we
o'clock, I
want
think we can do all-
to have it be? So we want it to be like a descent, right?
Actually, more of an ascent, because the
Okay,
first, if you
sure.
remember, the first building was slanted upward.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Can I just
And considering it's a building, I mean, it really depends if we want to make it a whole other scene or if we want to like put it all in here. Um, it's
I
just
feel like each level should be its own scene, at least in my head, because
or like each
unless we do like
section.
the sorry, go ahead.
Each section should be its own scene. Is what you meant?
No. In my head, I meant like the whole darkness thing would be one scene. It would just be like a very large level.
I think that's totally cool.
Yeah.
Just so like basically, I mean, what is a building like? These buildings they have like floors and rooms and stuff, and the player would have to go into each one. So this actually has to be like, I guess not just I guess it depends.
Yeah, so we have to make a choice because so if this building is like jutting out of the floor, it would be going down. It wouldn't be going up, right? Even if it's a short, it'd be kind of weird. So
Wait, hold on. Are you guys still imagining these as buildings, or are we going still with the dungeon look?
That's a good point.
Because right now I'm feeling the dungeon look.
Okay, got it. I thought we were using this dungeon as like a placeholder thing because we couldn't find great assets.
That's what I thought in the beginning too, but now I'm like vibing with this tile set here.
So if that's the case, then we don't actually have to go with like scented building. I mean, this could be almost like as it sounds like structured dungeons, but you know, we can do whatever we want then.
I like the cave idea we had. So I think that caves and dungeons are similar enough in that they're both like very stony, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that could work. Yeah, sure. But then in that case, then maybe not slanted buildings, but maybe an upward ascent through a cave. I don't know how
Well,
you feel about that.
In this case, the dungeon.
A dungeon, yeah, a dungeon. The only thing is that the dungeon vibe can change the aesthetic a lot, though. Not in a bad way. It's just we have to be okay with it being more dungeon-like and less cave-like, because these sprites are very much for a dungeon. Again, now are we sticking with this? Go ahead.
Oh, Chris, I think you're cutting off. Chris?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I like these. And
You really like these?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we could go for a dungeon feel then, and in that case, then we'll then in that case, if it's a dungeon, then this platforming I think is fine, but we have to make sure we have background stuff.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
it needs to. How do I? Where was it? Sorry. Yeah, like even how they had here, we need like background stuff. So it doesn't look so bare. As right now we just have like floating platforms, whereas a dungeon, it's like an enclosed space. It is not like again, there are platforms here, right? But it's definitely like a more enclosed kind of structure. So that's something to think about.
Got it.
But either way, yeah, did something just happen in Discord?
No.
Oh no, Chris just got I think his internet. Oh, and Chris is back. Cool. Anyway,
I'm back.
okay, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So like in this case, if we want it to be a dungeon, then like we'd have to put like fire here or something that makes it that the player can't jump down. But the thing about a dungeon to me is that, or no, it's fine. It's just we have to make sure that we lay it out. Like in Hollow Knight, like in Hollow Knight, there are some structures that are very like connected, and some like that are just like they're just floating platforms and literally like in abyss, and you don't really like question it because you understand it's weird. Whereas like in different parts of Hollow Knight, like in the big city, there aren't as many just like randomly floating platforms because it wouldn't make sense in a cityscape, right?
Right.
So yeah, so if it's a dungeon feel, sure. We just need to make sure that we plan that accordingly. Like there's this tile here, which they were using. I guess actually what I'd have to do is make a different. How do I put? Can I put different tiles on different layers? I don't know actually.
I mean, I
'Cause
can't imagine why you wouldn't be able to.
In that I mean like or like add a different Z. I mean, sorry. For example, like I guess effectively what I would want to do is take these back. Yeah,
And then
you're probably right.
just make it so that like layer is like, or the Z is like back.
Got it. Yeah, and there's something. There should be a sorting layer. Oh yeah, there is a sorting layer. So I could do that. Yeah, sure. Okay. So I'm not gonna do it now, but I just want to think about that. Okay. So yeah. So now the main question is we're going up from here, right? We want another like incline.
I would actually say you're entering the dungeon at this point, no? On the right? Like you're literally now like you were on the outside, ish. Does that make sense?
Okay, and then you like enter it.
Yeah, now you're entering it.
Okay, so then
Like this is like a door in a sense, or an entrance into like the actual like level. Door locks behind them, and now they gotta find a way to the next area. And we could do it similar to how we did it before, like where you know how we had the slanted buildings,
yeah.
but instead of having a slanted building, it's more like a, I guess, a not so slanted building, some sort of bridge structure into a much higher building. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Oh, okay. So what I'm hearing is like something like this, right? So you're outside first, and then you enter. So this floor can like be like even like steps upward through a dungeon. Is that what y'all mean?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're pretty much
Okay.
just gonna have to design something out of this.
Gotcha. Okay. Again, this is very crude for now.
It's fine.
And so we need a ceiling that looks good, so it doesn't look like, this is like floating in the middle of a nothingness. Okay, and then same thing goes for here. Okay, so yeah, so we wanted to keep going up, or do we want to have like little like swaths of like walking straight or walking down before going back up, or?
I think maybe, probably, like at some point, I'd like them to reach like a sort of like a central room, where like this would be where the checkpoint is, and then pretty much from there on out, like they have to find the way out.
Okay, so maybe that.
And then even also have that key mechanic. So not only do they have to find a way out, but like the actual door to get out, they also have to find a key to that door. So it's a two type of deal thing going on. That's the best I could describe it, but yes.
Makes it more like a Metroidvania, actually.
Right, and in the next save structure, we can make it even harder by adding some other mechanic. I mean, either way, like throughout like this whole thing, like you're in the dark.
So I'm thinking, so could this checkpoint be like here, like in this room? There's like a little like a divot, I guess, and that's where this will be. Like we could put it like here.
The light.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, and then the player could continue to go up. Again, this is super crude. I'm sure that we'll adjust it as needed. I know this is going to be really. Everyone on stream is probably seeing dots now. Don't worry, I will be zooming in. Okay. I'm making this long shape so that I can fill this in. Okay, so now this should look pretty much like it's a filled plate. Like, yeah. Okay, so we have no light first. Oh, I didn't mean to put that there, but okay. We get our spotlight. Keep moving up. Can't really see. Okay, I kind of saw it. All right, I jump.
Oh yeah, this is.
oh, okay. I freaking made it. All right, and then I fall over here. I'm not really sure where I'm going. Okay, I can tell I'm entering a space. I don't know where, but I'm entering a space. I can jump. Again, I didn't put the like inclines.
That's okay.
That was just yeah, right.
I noticed the sandy bar was getting hidden just now.
Oh,
so
yo, good point.
That's a little weird.
Let's look at this.
The wake up HUD.
The canvas.
The canvas is called wake up HUD.
Okay, so this whole thing, we can just move or not this, but we can move the. Yeah, right. It's not often that I see that. Sorry, I'm just yeeting my myself.
I think it's fine.
Still happening. Okay, let's play with some values. So it's not that.
Keep it playing. Yeah.
-2?
I tried.
Okay, 0.
Make it a higher value, like a lot higher.
200.
No, sorry, I pressed the wrong thing. -100. 1,000. No, so
So
how about positive 1,000?
It's not the sanity bar Z. Can you put 0?
Yeah, maybe it's the HUD, but
so here we are in screen space camera. If you scroll down, sorting layer.
Yes, we need to add a sorting layer. I think maybe because they're all on the same layer and it's trying to like guess.
What if you change the order in the layer?
Oh,
we should probably give it a different sorting layer though.
Okay, and so can we even change this layer on the sanity bar? I guess not. So I guess we're out of sanity, which is why this happened. But okay, for right now, we can take the HUD and put it on layer 1.
Sure.
Okay, but after this, I think I can give it over, or you can walk me through the event changes, or you can do it on your machine, which is fine, because I think we've designed a fair amount of level, and we have 15 minutes left on stream. So
unless we want to
save that for
checkpoint logic, like respawning at the checkpoint.
Also fair, yeah.
And saving the event stuff for the other stream. I don't know. Depends on.
I'm down for saving the event stuff for the other stream, because it's gonna take a lot of refactoring. Not necessarily a lot, but
oh, that's not good, y'all.
What's going on?
Oh.
Yo, my boy said Michael Jordan don't got nothing on me, bro. My man's like, yo, I just walk on ceilings for free. Okay, so I think that's because of the capsule collider in certain ways, and because the layer is ground, so it's technically, yeah. I think I can jump I can jump kinda, because it's technically the ground layer. So
well, yeah, because the collider, we're not like the ground checking. We're not like doing a simple like at the feet. We're doing a whole box literally around us and then moving it down. So if it's hitting the head, then it'll definitely trigger that it's grounded.
Got it. Yep. So we need to adjust that. But okay, so checkpoints. Let's put a checkpoint, I guess, we said where we're gonna put it, like in this little like divot here.
Sure.
Okay, so let me turn this on again. I'm picking something completely at random to be our checkpoint. Oh wait, no, sorry. You said you want the door to be the checkpoint, right?
I don't know. We never decided.
Let's make it a light, right? But this light should be persistent. It should be not just It should be another spotlight essentially. But this light is different. Like if you're in it, like you shouldn't have to worry about the effect it has on sanity, right?
Got it. Yeah.
Because it's supposed to replenish your own
sanity. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm a little confused, guys. The courage pickup is different from the checkpoint.
Yes.
Yeah. So the courage, at least from what I understood, the courage, when you pick it up, it will give you a small amount of sanity back.
Yeah.
And the checkpoint, when you hit it, like again, back when it was just lights, it would it'd be like a save point, kind of like.
Oh, okay.
Well, you don't have to worry about sanity loss at all.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying, at least to me, I thought that the light made more sense than the door, because then you're like kind of trying to get to that next light to get to that next like save point where, you're not in the dark.
Okay, I mean, I'm fine with that, but like we could also have the door. Like,
yeah, no, I get exactly that. I'm fine with the having the door. So I'll use the door for now. I'm not gonna put an animation on it or anything. Actually, I'm actually gonna just use the actual door sprite instead of having to make the whole tile of it. I lied because we made it tiles.
What about an actual light? Like a spotlight.
Well, you could.
Yo, what did I just do?
You could still take it from the tile palette, the door, and just paint it.
Hold on, y'all. Yo.
Wow.
You can to select a whole part of the tile
Yeah,
palette. That's
yeah.
wild. I didn't know that. Sorry,
Yeah.
what were you saying? So you're
Exactly
saying
what you
that
were saying. Just drag
got
it, those 4 tiles for the door, and then that's your
bruh,
brush.
bruh,
Yeah.
godlike. Okay, I'll do that, and then I will use this brush to delete actually, so that this is even.
But wouldn't it
should
just be
be
part of the tiles?
Oh wait, he's right. As in, like, it'll have collision.
Not if you and not if you turn is trigger on.
Well, its trigger is
How?
it's on the whole tile.
Yeah, it's on the whole thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something here.
Oh, you
If
might
I do
be
that,
right.
can I? Oh, also you can rotate. I guess you can use
Wow.
this, and then you can. Oh my lord! If I can do this,
You could save it as a separate sprite. I don't know.
yeah, or we can. Yeah, I'm gonna make an object called checkpoint 1, right? Oh, nice spelling, Quan.
Checkpoint.
Hey, yo,
Check up on it.
it's checkpoint. Okay, so this will be a game object, and then under it, I'll put the 4 sprites for that door if I can find them. Where are you? 1, 2. I think. Wait, sorry. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, 2. I think 3, and I think 4. Now, if I put those all under this game object, will I be able to? No, it's not an animation. Damn, no, yes, it's gonna animate it. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I could just, like, put them in the scene. Oh, no. Come on. Snap. Okay, so it looks like different. It's not the right door, but good enough for right now. Oh, let me zero you out.
No, 0 puts them
Actually,
all
no.
the way.
Yeah, you're right, actually. So let me zero the. No. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna just. It's okay. It'll be off, but I'm just put you here. And then we can add a box collider, right? Is trigger. And also, just for ease of testing this, I'm going to just move the player over here.
Yeah.
And that means we need to move the torch over here as well, right? So that they can have something so they can actually see.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll do that for right now. Okay, and now we need the logic to say, okay, if you die, spawn back here.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like a checkpoint script that has an on trigger enter.
Sorry, hold on. Checkpoint script. Okay.
Player controller already like sets its like last position or something like that. Like if you go to player controller.
Okay, hold on. I'm just doing this only because
Sure.
I want the player to have a place where they can die so we can test out the respawn. Okay, sorry. Go to which controller?
Player controller. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in the start function, you see that that the original position is equal to transform that position, right?
Yep.
We may need to just make that into like a function, like where they set original position. Because if you look at there should be a reset player function in here. Yeah, you can
Yep.
see here that it's just setting the position to the original position. So we just have to set original position to the new position where it's being triggered.
Okay, got it. Yep. So we'll make a.
But that needs to be set every time the player gets to
Yeah.
the checkpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we still need the on trigger enter though, right?
yeah, but in that case, it might. I'm not saying it's the best, but it may be better to put it on the player in this case. I don't know though, but we can make a checkpoint controller. If they hit the player, then you update then you do player dot, and you call a method that we can call update position, right?
Update reset position or something.
Or update checkpoint or something, which effectively just moves the position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm still so used to my JavaScript, man. Uppercase. Okay, and then it'll take just a transform, I guess.
Vector 3, I think.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Vector 3. Okay, and then so then reset player will then instead take a position, right?
Hmm?
So reset player, do you want to leave that?
Yeah, leave it as is because it's just
Okay,
resetting
got
to
it.
the.
Yeah, you're right.
Here
And
we're
then
setting
we'll
original
do
position.
the same thing. Okay, so then in here we'll just say we update original position, right?
Yep, is equal to new bars. That should pretty much be it.
All right, so then now we need to make a checkpoint controller, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see.
Do you guys want to do this next stream, by the way?
I'll try and do it quick, but yeah, I realize we have 5 minutes left. So
Well, we should be able to do this, so let's see.
Okay. Checkpoint controller.
Yep. Okay, now I should just be able to find that. Should it come up? Yep. I can copy this. So on when the trigger enter, if it's the player, what we will do is say. So now we actually do need we need to do.
Well,
is there a way to call a method on the other? I don't know.
Other dot.
No, wait. We could.
I
was gonna say we just.
Or get component.
Okay, wait. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, other dot game object dot get component. Yeah. Get component. Player controller. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You put that in a variable or something.
Okay.
And then player dot set. No, just player, like, because the variable itself.
Sorry. I didn't realize that it did that. Player dot update checkpoint, and then
transform dot position. Yeah.
So it takes the position of the checkpoint, applies it to the player, and that'll be that. Now, what we might get, which we can fix on next stream, is the player might teleport a bit because it depends on where it considers the transform dot position. If you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see.
Wait, you might want to not destroy it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Okay, and then on this object, we can add the checkpoint controller. Okay. 2 minutes on stream. Will it work first time? Or will they have to find out next time on Dragon
You have to
Ball
get
Z?
rid of gold.
All right, y'all, let's see. Can we get a checkpoint we're working after we die? So first off, we have a light. Okay, weird. Don't know if it worked, but
Guess we'll
let's
find out.
see. Oh, wow.
Great. It's probably because of where transformed up position
Help.
is.
Help.
You might want to do we might need to like offset the Y.
No, I think that it's okay. I think it's because of this. You see how?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So we need to. But moving it moves the whole thing. So let me pull
I
these.
think that's something we can like play around with later.
Yeah. Fair enough. If I do that, and then I do this.
It's so smart.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work, but maybe. Also, it's okay. But anyway, so stream is about to be done. Last test. If not, we'll fix it on next stream. No worries. Okay.
So that should have been updated. There we go.
Perfect.
Okay. Cool.
It's probably because our position was just a bit under
In the
floor,
ground,
yeah, and then it made us fall.
And they clipped in. Yep. Okay, cool. So that's the stream. We got a good amount done for sure. If we just like pull out and like zoom out here. Wow, wrong term. If we zoom out here, damn it all. We have a level now. Let me turn on the global light. And we have we have the beginnings of a level, and we have an idea of how our player can obtain their light, as well as a small start to our checkpoint system, which is great. And then yeah, cool. I think that's dope, y'all.
I agree.
Yes.
All right, so
I think we lost. Oh, I think we lost Chris again.
Okay. So peace out, y'all.
All right. Did we lose Chris?
I think we did.
I was just talking. Do you guys hear me?
No, we can.
Oh yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, if you were tuning in, thanks for tuning in. And,
thanks so much. Appreciate it.
We built out a lot, so hope you come to the next stream. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, y'all. Yeah, we got a lot done. It was great to talk it out. So we'll see you next stream.
See you guys. Peace out.
Signing off. BK Game Devs.
Peace out, Spectra, Brianna,
Out.
Abominations if you're still here, Dino Fries, Chichi Spellabanda. Peace out.